Hi, everybody. Galit Ventura Rozen here, business performance expert and professional speaker and author, gosh, that sounds good, of The Successful Woman's Mindset. One of the most important things regarding writing this book was the idea that I wanted in any way I could to spotlight successful women that actually embody the successful woman's mindset. And today I'm excited to have Janice with me, Janice Berkenheger. So welcome.
Thank you, and congratulations on your book. That is so exciting.
Oh, thank you, Janice. I think the most exciting part for me is that I put this out there and I said, hey, ladies in the community all over the world, and when I say community, I mean community of successful women. I'm looking to spotlight you. I'm looking to talk to you a little bit about really what's behind the successful woman's mindset. And so I want to tell everybody a little bit about you first, and then we'll make sure we jump right into what you think that is. So Janice is known as the professional woman's manifesting and money coach. She's a speaker, transformational coach, and money coach. She has coached many women to use universal laws and manifesting to create a business and life better than they knew they could. And it's usually better than we know we can, right, Janice?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Absolutely. So she created several popular programs, including the Manifest Anything Techniques, 8 Simple Steps to Create a Business, and Life Even Better Than You Thought You Could. So I'm excited that you've been an entrepreneur since 2008.
Yes.
So give or take 10 years, which is fun. And I know you love it just as much as I do.
I do. I love the challenge and all the rewards that go along with it.
Yes. I love the way you said that, the challenges and the rewards.
Yes.
Well, let's go ahead and start here, Janice. I would love to know, when you hear the successful woman's mindset, what that means to you.
That is a mindset that I think is necessary, that all of us need to have in order to be successful and be the most successful we can. Some entrepreneurs are successful and they don't even know how much more successful they can be if they're not aware of mindset. And I learned when I started a business in 2008, which was the economic downturn, that the right mindset and the right belief system makes all the difference. And I'm sure that that was having that right mindset when people were losing their jobs and their homes. And I was selling Pilates at the time, that I'm sure that mindset is what made me very successful at the time. And had I not learned that, I think I may have had a different outcome.
I'm positive. I know more than anything from my experience also of 25 years as an entrepreneur that you can teach somebody how to be successful all day long. You can give them books and you can give them logical steps, but if their mindset doesn't match the idea that they can be or they're capable of being or so many other things, it doesn't matter what you teach them, it's just not going to happen, because it starts and it ends right here. Yes, we need to know how. That's why you and I have a business. We need to know how to be successful, how to be a high performance expert, how to be someone that knows they can have what they desire and how to manifest it the way that you teach, especially with money. But if you don't within yourself know it in here, which really is what it is, then it's just not going to happen. So I agree with you. The recession was a tough time. I somehow lived through it too in the real estate industry. So I'm very familiar. If you can get your mindset straight in the hard times, you're golden when things are going your way. Don't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. The mindset is not just for when things aren't going right and you change your mindset to make things go right. It needs to be something that's consistent all the time in everything that you do. And once you master it, success is so much easier. Much easier. It goes so
really
much smoother. Yes.
I love that you said that. I love that you said it's so much easier. So many people have this idea that you have to work so hard and it's so hard to be successful. And we get stuck in this mentality and this mindset of everything needs to be difficult when we don't realize that it doesn't have to be difficult. Instead, it could be what you said at the beginning, challenging.
Yes.
But you can work your way through it. So how do you, within yourself and within your business and the way you work with your clients, embody the successful woman's mindset?
I show up every day, and I have learned that you have to be consistent, and that showing up every day is not just showing up to my computer or my desk. It's also showing up for myself and getting myself in that mode of who is the highest version of me, and how would I be behaving today if I was already successful and already her. And so taking that few minutes in the morning to embody that, and then showing up every single day, and absolutely knowing that my success is inevitable. We were all born to be successful. We all have everything we need inside of us. We need to be able to bring it forth, and we need to have a student mind where we're totally open to learning, because what we knew is what got us where we're at. And if we're not happy where we're at, we need to learn something new to get a different outcome to get where we want to be.
I love that. Before we got started on this interview, Janice and I spoke for a few moments off camera, in a sense, before it was recorded. And she started using all these words, and I get so emotional because as someone that's never thought about writing a book and is not the best writer in the world, I listen to her speak and I go, oh my gosh, I have a whole chapter on just she is open to learning. And she keeps saying, well, learning and opportunities. And I'm going, oh my God, I keep hearing these words over and over again from these women that have been successful, like Janice. She's been in business for herself for 10 years. And I'm hearing her use the words that I'm sharing in the book. So it just makes my heart happy. It makes me feel as if this is why I wanted to spotlight successful women like you, so I could show people, literally show them through video, that there are so many women out there doing so many different things, but they love what they do, just like Janice. She's good at it, but she also recognizes that she's going to be learning forever.
Yes, yes. And I am a coach, and I have coaches, and I have mentors, and I take courses. And they say another level, another devil. So every time you up level yourself, you've got to be open to the learning, because there's going to be another challenge, which is mostly a challenge inside of ourselves. And that's what I teach my clients. We look for those devils, we bring them to the surface, and we clear them out so they can go up that other level that they want to get to. And we all have it. It's part of being human. So it really makes the journey so much easier, and it makes you just that highest version of you that you're here to be when you are willing to learn and to grow through that.
It's so interesting. Each of us have similar techniques, but we just call them different things or use different words. You said up love. What did you say again, Janice, with the devil?
Another level, another devil.
Okay, so, which is so catchy. I just use the statement that with each up level, there's a new challenge, which is exactly the same thing. And so I know for a fact with my business clients and within myself, when they say to me, oh, Galit, nothing's going my way, I'll have people that will have the most random things happen to them in their lives or in their businesses, and they're just ready to stop. And I say, don't stop. You're right there on the verge. It's like right there. Just get through this challenge, figure out what your lesson is from it, and know you're ready to go. You're right on the tip. I always imagine this cliff, but not one that you're going to get hurt from, this one that you're going to soar from. So if you took off from the cliff and you soared in one of those flying machines or something, I always imagine that because I'm so visual, Janice.
Yes.
What is it that within yourself, when you recognize one of your clients is, in a sense, stopping themselves from the next level of success, what are you sharing with them? How are you working with them so they can go to the next level?
I will get a sense of when this is happening with them, and I generally ask them the questions so that they can discover for themselves what it is. I can give advice all day long. People don't want advice, they don't follow advice. But when you as a client can understand and discover for yourself what's going on, then from there I have a lot of different tools and techniques depending on what the situation is, what the challenge is, or what the quote-unquote devil is, to help bring that to the surface and clear that out, or teach you how to move forward with it or without it, depending on what is in the best of your best interest.
It's so interesting to me because a lot of this is doable. A lot of this is workable, where you can work through it. And sometimes what happens is, especially as women, because today is really geared towards the women, we don't recognize that the successful woman's mindset, as you said, is already inside us. I swear, Janice, you would think I took your words. I almost used the exact words in the book. The successful woman's mindset is already inside you. Now in this book, we're going to pull it out and we're going to give you logical ways. For example, what you said, always being open to learning and opportunities, and recognizing that the next level is going to have challenges. One of the chapters is called in my book, She is Always Open to Obstacles, Knowing They're Part of the Path. And it's amazing to me because it's so important to have different kind of mentors and different kind of guides. And you really work with your clients on, hello, let's really understand why. And it's never what you think, right, Janice? Have you noticed that? It's never what they think it is.
It's surprising. Sometimes I'll get an intuitive hit of what it could be. And sometimes I don't, and I don't know where the path is going to end. I just know there's an obstacle, and I'll start with the questioning. And sometimes it is such a surprise, and it may have nothing to do with business. It may have something to do with that's really obscure, but that is still an obstacle that's keeping them from stepping into that higher version, and they're not even aware of it. I love what I do because it's really fun to be a detective and find these different things, and then the rewards when somebody has accomplished something they were struggling with before is incredible.
It's almost like, remember the cartoons with the light bulb? I always think about, and again, I'm visual, so I get silly thoughts, but I always think of when that person on the other side of the camera, because you and I work with a lot of clients just like this.
Yes.
And they get oh my gosh, and it might be something from their childhood. It might be an unresolved relationship. It might be, it could be so many things. It could be something in passing.
Yes.
They heard that they never thought would affect them. It's usually the things that you would never anticipate. And what I love about the way you work with your clients, Janice, to me, that's key to being successful in what you do, is you don't give them advice. You ask the questions so they can come to it themselves.
Yes. Yes, because we do all innately know how to heal ourselves.
Right.
And it's not that somebody wouldn't eventually find this out on their own, but when you work with someone like Galit or myself as a coach and a mentor, it really speeds up the process and helps you to propel you to your goals and your dreams so much faster than when we do it on our own.
I really want to emphasize something about the successful woman's mindset, because one of my chapters, as we talked about, is she's always open to learn. I believe that women such as myself and Janice and anybody else watching that really wants to move in their life, knows they're meant for something more, wants to progress in whatever career, profession, or business you have. It's not just for entrepreneurs, it's for women working for other people too. You need to recognize that at the end of the day, even us, sometimes I'm like, you look like you have it so together and you're always this and that. And I laugh because I can't be anything but vulnerable and honest and authentic. And I say to them, look, I have to sometimes speak to a mentor that is a lot of times beyond where I am, maybe by 10 years or more. And it doesn't always have to be like that. I'm just telling you what works for me. And I'm seeing where she's at, and then she sees something I don't see that may be stopping me. And then one word that we figure out, one word that she says to me, I won't stop saying for the next few weeks, because I realize, wait, she's right. I don't see value, or I'm not this, or who knows what it is. But I want you to really think about that, because when Janice works with her clients, the reward to someone like Janice is, oh my gosh, I helped her figure out how to get through it, and now look at the success she's having from it.
Yes, it is so rewarding to see that with somebody. And then even running into them several months or several years down the road and see how that was a starting point for them to just propel
Absolutely.
forward. So it's pretty amazing. I'm very blessed to have found this profession and be able to do it.
So let everybody know two things before we wrap up today. Number one, please let them know about the free gift that you're giving them. And we call it a gift, but in the virtual world, it's really a link to something of value that can help you do what we're talking about today. So would you tell them, Janice, let's see, 8-step manifest anything technique, so you can bring in what you want even better than you knew you could. Why don't you tell them a little bit about that? We'll make sure that we post the link below the video.
Great, thank you. And yes, I wanted to give you guys a free gift, and this is a ebook that I wrote. It's a short ebook, and it is the 8-step Manifest Anything technique. And these are some of the steps. There's a lot of steps for manifesting. These are the steps that I feel are the most critical, that will help you the most by following these 8 steps, so that you can go ahead on your own and get started with your manifesting process, and then read it, and you can get in touch with me if you have any questions or comments or need any additional help.
Perfect. How can they get a hold of you?
You can reach me at info@Janice Berkenheger, and that's BERKENHEGER.com, info@JaniceBerkenheger.com, and you can follow me on Facebook at Janice Berkenheger also.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Janice. It's such a pleasure for me to be able to start this summit with you. I'm excited to have over 20 women that I'll be interviewing the next, I think it's 5 or 6 Mondays. And it'll be fun because we'll be sharing so many different areas of expertise. So we'll be able to bring any woman that's watching and any man that watches and gets value. Please check on the link and grab the book. At the end of the day, it's really about what works for your successful mindset, if it's a woman's mindset or not. Obviously, this book was truly geared towards the woman's mindset, because the woman's mindset is wired a little bit differently than the male. And I, as someone that's been doing this for 25 years, it was really important for me to focus on that. But I'm so excited to start out this way in such a BAM with Janice. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Remind me where you live.
I am in Arizona, in the northwestern corner. I'm about 2 hours from Vegas, which is how I met Galit. So, and we don't change our time here.
I know, we talked about that.
To really be careful this morning with my timing to make sure I got the right time here.
Yes, I know, it messes me up. I completely forgot about the time change until about 3:30 in the morning on Sunday, when the dogs woke me up, and I thought they were waking me up an hour, like in the middle of the night. No, that was normal for them.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching again. You can go ahead and learn more about my book at thesuccessfulwomensmindset.com, as well as my programs. And my name is Galit Ventura Rozen, and I appreciate all you successful women out there that are working on your mindset, as Janice and I said, consistently and every day, to be the best version that you want to be of yourself. Bye.